Hi everyone, my name is Megan Powell and I'm the president of the BYU Management Society here at BYU-Hawaii.
And I'm Michaela Gowdy, I'm the vice president.
And we want to tell you about our event we had yesterday. Our My Leadership Story was given by Feki Pouha, and he told us how you can be a leader and how his leadership story can inspire us to become leaders as ourselves.
It was a wonderful speech that he gave. He talked about perception, different people coming from different backgrounds, and he's currently the manager over the Office of Honor, so he has a ton of experience in this kind of field.
He talked about being a leader where you are, in your communities, in your job, wherever you are. You don't have to be given a title or formal position, but you choose to be a leader and you choose to initiate change and progress where you are. And if you create trust with people, then they will follow you and you'll be able to be a leader that can accomplish their goals and make your community a better place.
Along with talking about how he can be a leader anywhere, as you can be a leader anywhere, he talked about ways to be a good leader. And one of my favorite personal things was when he was saying that good leaders understand people have differences and people may come from different places. And in these times, kind of finding a commonality or something you can join together for. And we had even asked questions at the end saying, how do you help people to come to an understanding? And he mentioned it's okay sometimes to maybe not, to agree to disagree, to know that we all have different ideas about things. And that was beautiful too. And it's nice to have a society like this where we can come in, we can talk about all the different changes in the world, all our different perceptions, that we have different perspectives, and discuss together and create leadership stories like this.
And another one of his stories that I liked was about there was a pilot and his goal was to break the sound barrier. No one had done it before, but because when you're trying to break the sound barrier, your airplane starts to rattle violently, and so many pilots got scared or backed off at that moment, but they actually got in fatal crashes and they didn't succeed. But this pilot, he's pushed past that and he just kept going faster, and that was how he ended up breaking the sound barrier. And that's how we can become better leaders, is pushing through what might be hard in the moment or even scary and difficult, but we can become leaders by pushing through even when it might seem impossible.
I completely agree with that. Another thing he talked about in that same story is he was saying, how do you react when you're failing? Or how do you judge other people when they've failed? Because you fail all the time. I guess as a pilot you go through a lot of trials. And he talked about always wanting to be a pilot. And so knowing how you do in these stressful situations is another great way to become a leader.
Feki also talked about, he had a list of points that he lived by and kind of rules and guidelines for himself. And one of the things that was consistent through all of them was they were one-liners. So they were simple and some of them were even funny. And I think that is a great way to look at life. Have your rules and your values for yourself, and they can be a little funny. You shouldn't take life too serious. You should have fun and enjoy it, but you should also try and keep it simple.
Yeah.
Because if you overcomplicate things, that's when it gets difficult. When you try and please too many people, when you try and do too much, you need to streamline your goals and what you believe in, so that way you're focused.
It was wonderful. It was a beautiful My Leadership story, one of the best we've ever had for sure.
Next week, we're going to have our Women in Business event, 7 p.m. here at BYU-Hawaii, and Mac is also the director of Women in Business, so she will be there managing that event.
Yep, it's going to be wonderful. It's called Couples in Business. We have different couples that are coming in. If you know the Nielsen's, Allison and Don Nielsen, if you know Kyle or his wife Kirsten, they do different things with essential oils, or if you know the Dr. Sales, who are from Kahuku Medical, so they're both doctors. And we're co-hosting it as well with healthcare professionals. So if you're in either the Healthcare Professionals Club or BYU Management Society, or if you want to see what we're all about, please come.
So thank you for watching our vlog, and we hope you'll come back next week.
Thank you.